Good morning. It's Saturday, May 30th. I skipped yesterday. I worked, and then basically I went shopping and worked on my audio issue. Working on the audio issue just took a long time of very little happening until I fixed it, I think. And I wasn't going to take the camera into the stores, so why bother? I did get what I needed for buffalo chicken dip. Again, yay. Although even if I did take it in, that'd be me buying the same things as always. Except, Aldi had toilet paper. There we go. So that's caught up from the shopping yesterday. Now the audio. Because I had an audio issue on Thursday, and I wasn't sure how to move forward. Because it's like, basically I quit because I was like, I need to figure out a solution. I don't want to just do this and have the sound not be good. Now, I didn't figure out how to fix the audio on the unboxing I'd filmed, and it wasn't terrible. It wasn't like, oh, I can't use this by any means. It's just, this is not as good as it has been. Things should be getting better, not worse. That was kind of my mindset with it. I believe I have solved it by, in OBS where I record, just taking the slider, the pad here, and basically minus 15 decibels, or whatever it's called. I think that's decibels. Anyways, or minus 3.6 decibels, which lines up where the 15... Anyways, I put a little bit of a pad on it, so it doesn't quite peak, and maybe that was the issue. I've done like a 30-second test, and it seemed fine. Before I actually record something long term, I'm going to want to record another unboxing. I have one more thing of X-Wing stuff to do that with, so I'll be good. So, maybe I'll do that today? I don't know. But, I think I got that sorted out. I did, however, try for the video I filmed on Thursday. I went through to maybe thinking, maybe I should just try and get this uploaded. Well, that means I need to do a cover image. And I moved over Avid. I haven't moved over Adobe After Effects yet. Because that I usually use just for like the opening and closing and such. So it's the kind of thing like, oh, I'll need it before next year. Wrong. I need it before next video. Adobe After Effects also includes a font library, and I used some of those. So, well, we'll see. I may try and do that today, too. But, you know, I've been doing things on the computer. The export of the video seemed to go fast, and it may just be a fluke. But I felt like this should take an hour or so, and it took, like, a few minutes. I don't know if that's just a coincidence or what, but it's like, I think that should have taken a lot longer. And if not, that could be good. That could make things go a lot faster moving forward. Go After Effects. I mean, I haven't done any projects with it or anything, so I mean, maybe I'll run into some hiccups. But in general, it seemed so much easier to move that than Avid. I was able to, at the very least, use the font and do the thing I was able to do right now. I still haven't moved over all my Video Copilot stuff, Element 3D and all the packs, like model packs I have with that. Which admittedly, that's one of the things that is most exciting for the new computer for me. Because I've done some stuff in Element 3D. I have made a couple of the logos for a couple of years were made in it. And it's great. It's wonderful. I'm a big fan of Video Copilot. Part of me is like, I wish they would do more. And another part of me is, I'm really glad Andrew Kramer gets to, like, work on Hollywood movies and stuff now. And, like, he's, really in the industry. That is awesome for the dude. With all he's given us. But I do miss when they would have more frequent tutorials and products and stuff. But I mean, the setup is awesome. But my old computer kind of chugged with it. Doing like just text with bevels and 3D and that basic stuff, it did fine. Trying to do, say, a cityscape with the Metropolitan pack, it wasn't happy. I could play around with some basic stuff, and like I did like on the Star Wars game for my gaming channel, I was able to do like a 3D model of a ship by kit bashing that together and do planets and stuff. So I was able to get stuff to work. Like I could do it, but it was hard for it, and I had to use an older version. Like I couldn't get the most up-to-date version of the program because it wouldn't work with the graphics card I had. This should all work fine, and I'm really excited for it because I should be able to fully play with the toy. And as a quick further update, I did get Element 3D and all my Video Copilot plugins installed. Just playing around a little bit, and there's just a cityscape that can be quickly and easily put together with like some of the preset blocks. Like I can use individual buildings. Like looking at it, you can quickly tell instantly this building and this building are the same building. And obviously, if I was actually doing something with this, I would put a little more work into things like that. But for this, I'm just throwing things in just to look. And of note, this is without draft textures. I can do that. I can just move around, and it will just instantly render out whatever the new look looks like. I didn't used to be able to do that. I would move it, and then I'd wait for 15 to 30 seconds for it to say, okay, we figured out what the new look looks like. It was just real slow. So I just pulled this up to test this and see, does it work smoothly? And it does. Had a little bit of a cough or irritation in my throat. I did wait a couple hours longer than usual to take my allergy medicine. I forgot about that until I was trying to figure out what's going on. So hopefully as that kicks in, I will be able to record my unboxing. But I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, gotta feel up to that. But yeah, that's the goal, is to be able to get that recorded, make sure the sound sounds good. But of course, I gotta sound normal in order for it to be something I can actually test. So we'll see. But I mean, I need to successfully produce a video that I'm happy with before I can tell my buddies Monday is go. And I know at least Austin has expressed a desire for that to be the case. And my throat irritation is lasting longer than I'd hoped. I hoped the allergy medicine would have knocked it out. Maybe having something to eat will. I don't know. Maybe I'm just stuck dealing with it. But I made the buffalo chicken dip. So I'll at least enjoy that. At least have some breakfast, even if it doesn't fix this. And I don't know if it was just time or if eating did help, but I was able to get to the point where I stopped feeling like I constantly had to cough. So I came in and did another unboxing. Basically the last of those X-Wing unboxings that I had to do. I'm hopeful that it sounds good. I definitely, for parts of it, have rattling noise for the AC, but I have that all the time. And I think, historically, older videos, it's low enough that it is barely picked up. So there's like a sound notice, like when it stops, you can kind of tell, but it's low enough that you don't really notice while it's happening. And I mean, that's something I just have to work with. When I'm gaming with my buddies, that noise will, at times, be there. So I need to be able to work with it. Of course, when I'm trying to get the audio right and have all this, I'm like, oh no. But part of me is like, I mean, I got to work with the situation I'm in. I need to make sure that it'll work even when that happens. So I just decided to go with it. But I'm hoping things sound good. at least as good as they did on the old computer. As long as they're at least that good, then I'm like, cool. And it's a bit later in the day at this point. I imported the footage, which takes a while. It took a while on the old computer, it takes a while on this computer. So, whatever, I had lunch, just more buffalo dip. There's a little online shopping. Placed an order for stuff that I could do more unboxings of, since that was the last thing I had to do unboxing of. And I'm like, oh no, I have nothing more to film. For a while, I've had those just sitting in there like, okay, I can get around to this. Now I'm like, oh, I have nothing more. And I still have a bit of time of the, releasing a video every week left to go in order to keep things up how I have it set up to finish up double videos until the campaign that I just finished ends. So I already did some more stuff. I need to do some videos that are more like world building or things like that. But whatever. It's all fun stuff to get anyways. But eventually the files did import and I was able to edit the unboxing and the audio sounds fine. So I'm good. Now I'm exporting the video, and I had to remake my export settings. And I think they're a bit different than they used to be. But looking between them and looking at the different things where it says kilobytes per second and all that kind of thing, I think they're a bit better than they used to be. I think. But one thing that is weird is this is like a 20-minute video that would usually take an hour or so to export. And so I just clicked it 10 seconds ago. See how fast it is? It's saying it's going to take a minute and a half. And from the previous one I did, that's what it takes. I'm like, what? I mean, yeah, the graphics card is better, the RAM is better, the processor is better. It is a much better computer than my old one. But this is taking what used to be an hour or so into a minute or so. That's 60 times faster. And I'm thinking about, what about all the things I would always do to make sure that I could export my session videos overnight? Now, I might still have to import footage overnight, because that still takes a long time. But I'm like, it exports so fast. And I don't know, maybe the session videos do have the lower thirds that include a video that has transparency. Maybe that's different. But I mean, even if it still cut it down to less than an hour instead of what is usually 12 to 14 hours. Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. It exports so fast. Like, it exports so fast that I had to look up the settings and be like, I don't have this way off, because I thought, like, maybe I had it, like, I was just exporting, like, a low-quality file or something. But I'm like, no, these numbers are all higher. It looks just as nice as before. The file size is bigger, admittedly. What used to be down to about a gigabyte is now, like, 12 gigabytes. So that's not ideal. But, I mean, storage is easier. And higher quality videos are better. So, I guess. At this point, I'm literally just telling it, export it at the quality of the video that I have. So just whatever the best quality video is. By the way, it's finishing now. It took about 2 minutes, I guess. But it's done. On my old computer, that would take a couple hours. But it's done. And I spent the rest of the evening listening to music, talking to Nick on Discord, not being particularly productive, but, well, I got some time to relax, and it was nice. I did what I needed to make sure that the videos can be recorded. Go me. I did what I needed for the day. But it's late. I'm gonna go to bed. Thank you for joining me, and join me as my journey continues. Bye.